Dear students, today we will learn about surface areas and volumes of solids. First solid is a cuboid. Solids are three-dimensional figures. A cuboid is having six faces which are not all equal. This is length of the cuboid. This is breadth of the cuboid, and this is height of the cuboid. So solids have three dimensions. In case of cuboid, first we discuss the volume. Volume of cuboid is equal to length into breadth into height, that is L into B into height. A cuboid is having the lateral surfaces as well as horizontal surfaces. Lateral surfaces includes the height. Lateral surface area is equal to perimeter of the base into height. Perimeter of base into height. Base is a rectangle, so its perimeter is twice of length plus breadth into height. This is lateral surface area or LSA. Total surface area includes the lateral surface areas as well as the upper and the base area. So that is twice of L plus B into H plus twice of length into breadth. Because the base is a rectangle and the top is also a rectangle, area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth. So there are two surfaces, so twice of L into B. This is total surface area of the cuboid. Diagonal of the cuboid, या length of diagonal, length of cuboid is root L square plus B square plus H square. So diagonal of the cuboid is the length which is shown by the dotted line. The next solid is cube. In cube, all the six faces are squares and also equal. In the cube, the three dimensions length, breadth and height all are equal, and each may be denoted as edge of the cube. So volume of cube is equal to edge cube. Lateral surface area is equal to 4 times of edge square. So lateral surface area is equal to 4 times of edge square, because there are 4 lateral surfaces and all are squares, and area of square is equal to edge square. Total surface area is equal to 6 times of edge square. The next solid is cylinder. A cylinder is having one curved surface. This is radius of the base and this is height of the cylinder. Volume of cylinder is equal to base area, which is pi r square, into height. So pi r square h. It is having a curved surface, which is a lateral surface. The curved surface area is equal to circumference of the base into height, that is 2 pi r h. Total surface area is equal to curved surface area 2 pi r h plus area of the two plane surfaces, that is area of the two circles. So 2 pi r square, and that is 2 pi r, that is 2 pi r h plus r. This is total surface area. Now we consider hollow cylinder is made by carving out a cylindrical cavity from a solid cylinder. The radius, inner radius is small r and outer radius or the base is capital R. Now, the volume of the material used in the hollow cylinder volume of material used to make this hollow cylinder is equal to volume of outer cylinder minus volume of inner cylinder, that is volume of outer cylinder minus volume of inner cylinder. So volume of outer cylinder is pi r square h. H is same for both. minus volume of inner cylinder, that is pi r square h. As pi and h are common, so pi h r square minus r square is the volume of the material which is used to make this cylinder. Then chord surface area, inner curved surface area is equal to 2 pi radius of the inner cylinder h. This is inner curved surface area. Outer curved surface area is equal to 2 pi r h. So outer curved surface area is 2 pi capital R, that is radius of the outer cylinder, into h. Then area of the two rings, this is one ring and there are two such rings. Area of circular rings is equal to, we know area of one ring is equal to pi r square minus r square. There are two such rings, one ring is the top and one ring is at the base. So this is 2 times of area of one ring. Then total surface area, total surface area is equal to sum of all these three, 1, 2, 3 surface areas. So that is 2 pi RH plus 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r square minus r square. If we have to consider the capacity of the hollow cylindrical vessel, if we are given a hollow cylindrical vessel in which base is closed, the upper surface may be open or it may be having a lid or cover, so that it may also be closed. Then accordingly the surface areas have to be calculated from the context. And what changes are there? Suppose it is a hollow cylindrical vessel open at the top. In that case, there is no change in the ring, upper ring, but on the base, as it is closed, so this is no a ring, and that's why the base area is area of the outer circle. And if it is closed hollow cylindrical vessel, then upper surface is also a circle with radius capital R. If we have to calculate the capacity of this hollow cylindrical vessel, then it is the inner volume, that is volume of the inner cylinder. The next solid is a cone. A cone consists of a curved surface and a circular base. This is radius of the base. This is height of cone, and this is slant height. H is height, R is radius of the base, and L is slant height. Volume of the cone, is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. Curved surface area is equal to pi r l, where l is equal to root h square plus r square. By Pythagoras theorem we can find this L. Total surface area is equal to this pi RL, curved surface area, plus base area. So total surface area may be obtained by adding the curved surface area as well as the base area. Base is a circle, so curved surface area, that is pi r l plus pi r square, taking pi r common, l plus r. Next is sphere. Sphere is a solid just like a cricket ball. Its radius is r. Now volume of sphere is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. It is having only curved surface, so surface area is equal to 4 pi r square. The next is hollow sphere. Or shell. The inner radius is small r and outer radius is capital R. It's just like a tennis ball which is hollow from inside. This is the thickness of the material used to make the hollow sphere. So volume of material used to make this hollow sphere is equal to volume of outer sphere minus volume of inner sphere. So 4 by 3 pi r cube minus r cube. Its outer curved surface area, is equal to 4 pi r square. Inner curved surface area is equal to 4 pi inner radius square 4 pi r square. If we have to calculate the total surface area of this hollow spherical shell, it may be a vessel, etc., then that is the sum of outer curved surface area and inner curved surface area is equal to 4 pi r square plus r square. The next one is hemisphere. Hemisphere is half of a sphere. It is having one curved surface and one plane surface. So volume, hemisphere is a half sphere which is having a curved surface and one plane surface. Volume of hemisphere is equal to 2 by 3 pi r cube. Curved surface area is equal to 2 pi r square. Total surface area is equal to curved surface area plus area of the plane surface, that is pi r square. So this is 2 pi r square plus pi r square, and that is 3 pi r square. The next is hollow hemisphere. When from a hemisphere, solid hemisphere, a hemispherical, now hollow hemisphere, it is made by scooping out a hemispherical cavity from a solid hemisphere. The inner radius of this cavity, that is r, and outer radius of the hemisphere is capital R. Thus volume of material used is equal to volume of the outer hemisphere minus volume of inner hemisphere, that is 2 by 3 pi r cube minus r cube. It is having an inner curved surface, outer curved surface, and this ring. So inner curved surface area is equal to 2 pi r square. Outer curved surface area is equal to 2 pi capital R square, and area of the ring, area of ring or rim, is equal to pi r square minus r square, and total surface area is the sum of all three. Total surface area is equal to 2 pi r square plus 2 pi capital R square plus pi r square minus r square. The capacity of the hollow hemisphere is the volume of the inner hemisphere. Capacity is equal to volume of capacity is equal to volume of inner hemisphere, that is 2 by 3 pi r cube.